Hey y'all, what's up on this Wednesday night, y'all? How is everyone doing? Y'all, I'm doing great. Excited to be here tonight. Look, I'm excited to do this project. Real excited. So let me get this going, figure out what I'm doing. Y'all know how I have to, figure something out here. I can never do it right. So, my name is Shonda, and if you're hopping on just now, hit the heart button and type in Tray, T-R-A-Y, and I will send you a list. Now, I have also posted the link on the page, and I always forget, I have to get it off. Hey, Natalie. Okay, let me see. Hold on, let me figure this out real quick. I'm starting to kind of figure out that this is how I have to do things. I don't know how, but anyway, thank y'all so much for the hearts. And look, thanks for everybody who always sprinkles my videos out. That means, the S-H-A-R-E, the love to everybody. Hey, we're at Cracker Barrel watching you. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I love it. That is great. Okay, let me see if I can get this on here now. I think I can. I feel like I can. I'm doing good with it. Your name will be in the bucket, Linda. Oh my God, Linda. You're so crazy. Okay. All right. We're on. We're good. I got it. I'm a little slow with this IT stuff. Yet welcome pumpkin. Huh? What's that mean? What's that mean? Yet welcome pumpkin. Okay. So, y'all. Now, I don't have the tier tray, but we do have a tier tray available. By the way, my name is Shonda. I think I said that. I might have said it. I don't know. Now you know again, my name is Shonda. Sometimes I need to say things twice for my own self. Anyway, we now have a tier tray, y'all, in my store. Okay, I am an independent designer with Chocolate Tour, so just in case you're wondering. But we do now have a tier tray. I did not get it. My husband says I have enough tier trays. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, gotcha. Okay. He says I have enough tier trays. So, I'm going to use the one I already have. Okay. So, this one is about the same size. Probably the bottom's a little bit bigger than the one now on my site. But y'all, this is one of the transfers that come with it. And if you notice right here, you see that circle right there? Okay. This is so that you can actually, you'll get your tier tray and it's not together, right? So you can actually put this on your tier tray around and make your designs before you put your tier tray together. You can never have, I'm telling you, Natalie, I only have 3. I mean, it's ridiculous. They're different sizes, different shapes, but anyway. So, this one you can get to, like I said, create on here, you'll actually see it on the one that they have. And you can do it before you put it together. It makes it so much easier, okay? So, we're not going to be using that one tonight, but here's what we are going to be using. Y'all, we have this little package, okay? This is called the Tier Tray Essentials. Y'all, I hadn't even opened it. I'm so excited about this one. Then, we also have, okay, so it comes with a little mini rolling pin, one of our little mini board and base. So, we have those little board and base, okay? So, you got a little mini one. So, it's two-sided. We've also got, oh, look at that. Look how cute. A little board, a little frame board. And y'all, look at this little bitty. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Little cutting board. And then this is block. Your books, your blocks. So, I'm excited. I'm so excited. Okay. Then, we also have, we're going to do those, but we also have these. This is called the Autumn Tier Tray Cutouts. So, every one of them, okay, so here's our pumpkin. These are just little wooden cutouts, y'all. A leaf and the acorn, okay? So, here's what goes with them. Look at that. Okay, these fit perfectly. They fit perfectly on there. Y'all, I'm backwards, you know what I'm... So, they're designed for it. Then you can also do some little background designs on it as well. And then you also have this transfer, okay? This transfer, let me take this one out of the package so you can see it. This one's called our Autumn Tier Tray. And it is for all these little pieces, okay? So here, you see what you got? You can use whatever you want to do your little sign, to do your little cutting board, to do your little board and base, and to do our little rolling pin and our books, okay? So let's get busy, y'all. I'm excited about this one. I'm so excited. Okay. Now, I do have a bunch of different colors, okay? You can see a bunch of different fall colors I'm going to be using. What I have listed in the link of supplies is actually our fall package of samples, okay? So you don't have to buy a bunch of jars that, you know, you may not like the colors or whatever, but they are fall colors. And you just get 6 sample packs, which makes it so much, I don't know, it's just so much better, especially if you're just starting out. You know, it's just a good way to be able to get stuff. So, here we go, y'all. I'm excited. It doesn't take much to excite me. I mean, tier tray stuff. That really excites me. Y'all know this is our fuzzing cloth. So, I think I'm going to do our little board and base first. And I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do this one. I want to do these two. So it's Leaves Are Falling, Autumn is Calling. Okay. So cute, so cute. And I think I'm going to do the little basket of apples, y'all, or the little wagon of apples. You see the little wagon of apples? So cute. Make sure Linda and I get our names in the bucket. Did you just say pumpkin to get my attention? Jim, do you want your name in the bucket for Happy Mail? Do you want me to send Happy Mail to our own house just for you to have it? Is that what you need? Is that what you're wanting? You got 0 cents, Jim. None whatsoever. None. Okay, and I think I'm going to, on this side, hold on, I'm going to show y'all. We've got a bunch of little bitty, really cute little, like it says Farm Fresh, pumpkins, all kinds of stuff. But I'm going to do the word fresh. Ugh, hold on. I'm stuck, y'all. You don't know our things. Hey, Mom. No, you showed a pumpkin transfer. Oh, I did. I did. Not look. Hold on, I gotta see the comments. I don't know why it's not showing me comments. Why is it not showing me comments, y'all? Why? I just don't understand. Anyway, okay. I can only see them on my phone for some reason, and I'm half blind. And then they, if I'm not looking up, they go right by. Natalie, were you saying you love tier trays or you love this? Which one? Can I see? Nope, still can't see comments. I don't know. Drives me nuts. All right, y'all. So you know to fuzz your transfers, okay? Especially when you first get them, they're new. Now you do not need this fuzzing cloth. You can also do, you know, on your t-shirts, whatever you want to do. Makes it easy. Now, on our little board and base, okay, these are reusable, okay? So Christmas is coming. We can also do this for Christmas. We can just take all this off and do it for Christmas. Now remember, on your board and base, you want to go up a little bit because it sits in the base, okay? So it needs to go up just a little. And I'm going to do just like that. Okay. And I think I'm going to do, y'all, I'm just going to use a ton of different colors tonight. And you guys will just, I don't know. As I go, I'm just going to wing it. We're going to wing it tonight. Okay. So I'm going to use the, I think I'm going to use Bright White for, I'm going to do Leaves in Autumn. Okay. Leaves in Autumn. 2 of my fall colors. Okay. And then I'm going to do Our Falling is Calling in my, in Bright White. Okay. Now this is our new color, y'all. It's called Rust. It's so beautiful. Look, I haven't even opened it. I literally just got it, but I love it. Hold on, I'll show it to you. It's so pretty. Let me get all this goodness off. Yeah, I told you I've been watching Brenda Gant, and I love her. She always calls everything goodies. I mean, it's all food, but she's like, let me get these goodies off right here. I love her. Okay, look how pretty. Not pretty? I love it. Okay. So, let's do, and I'm using my pomegranate. Now, I can't remember if pomegranate is still available. But I love it as a fall color. We have some more fall colors in there. I just thought I would use what I had. Okay. And remember to stir your paste, y'all. This is chalk in paste form. Okay. And you want your paste to look like kind of Greek yogurt. If it does not, you can put a little bit of distilled or purified water in it and stir it up really well, and it'll just get it where you need to go. Just get it to that consistency you need. It'll come back to life for you. And sometimes when you haven't used your chalk paste, you know, it'll dry up on you a little bit, especially around the edges. I found that's the biggest place that I have issues, is around the edges. Okay, then let me just do my white. Okay, here we go, y'all. Here we go. Alrighty. So I'm gonna do leaves. I think I'm gonna do the leaves in the pomegranate. And I just got my finger completely in it. Y'all, there was a hair in it. One of my hairs in it. Okay, can y'all see? I know I've got a ton of stuff here, y'all. Tons. So here it is. Okay, so you're just chalking this on. This is a mini squeegee. Okay, and you're going over the silk screen areas, just like that, and then you're taking off your excess. Let me put it down, make sure I got it all. Okay, and then you take your extra that's on your squeegee and get it back in your jar. Okay, does not take much at all to do this. Okay, next, let's use our Rust. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and do my next group of letters, which are the white. Kind of makes it easier if you're going down this, you know, I'm going down. So I'm just going to use that. Now I'm going to use my Rust. Okay. Just like that. So easy. Y'all, this is going to be so cute. And again, it's a simple way to do a tier tray and be able to use it all the time. Okay? Like, you're going to be able to use this tier tray now always, and just keep redoing it. Reuse the stuff. You know, I sand things down. I use them again. I paint over them. You know, everything to me is reusable. Everything. If it says this for one time, I still use it again. I just do. So, okay. Now, let me move this over just a snip so y'all can see this. Look how cute. Y'all love mini stuff. I think it's so cute. Look at that, how pretty. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so that's what it'll look like in our little base. Get this down here. Okay. Now let me dry this a little bit. Now remember, when you're drying your chalk paste, it's shiny, okay, when it's wet. When it dries, it goes matte. So cute, so cute. Now I love that this is two-sided, so you can do whatever you want to with it. Okay, look at that, how cute. Okay. Make sure we're dry, y'all. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do this little base, okay? So, I'm using the word fresh. I think it'll be cute underneath the apple barrel, or the apple, the wagon with apples in it, y'all. I think it'll be cute under that. Okay? And I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use red, okay, or candy apple. Candy apple. And y'all, this is our little, I'm going to be using our little tool. So just so y'all know, remember, if you're a club member, this month only, with a certain purchase, I think it's $90 purchase. If you're a club member, you get this for free and an exclusive periwinkle paste. You cannot buy it. It is exclusive. I can't wait. I'm getting it and I'm excited. I'm ready to see it. Okay. Just a cute little, you see how you can just do anything with this, okay? Now, if I wanted to take this off, okay, once it's dried, I can scrape it off and then just sand it a little bit. I've got my surface back. It's just that simple. It's really not hard. And you can do it. I mean, you can so do it. All right. You can reuse a lot of the different things. That's what I like to do. Okay. So now we're just going to use our little, I just want to put this little apple wagon, or this little wagon with apples in it. I think it's just cute. Okay, just like that. Yeah, we're good. Okay. So I'm just going to do my apples in red, of course. And I'm going to do the whole thing. I'm not trying to do stems green. That would be a lot. This is too little. Way too little, y'all. So, do y'all have tier trays? Do any of y'all have tier trays? Or is it just made with 50 million tier trays? I love tier trays, y'all. I can't help it. I love them. I think they're so cute. Okay. Now I'm just going to do the wagon in white. I just want it to pop. I want it to show up. You could do it in any color you wanted. I just think it'll be cute just white. Okay. Remember, get your excess off of your transfer after you've, just like that, okay? Put your extra back in there. And here's our little apple cart. Isn't that cute? I love it. Okay. So here's what we've got. We've got that with our little fresh, okay? And you could have also put your fresh on your cart, okay? If it's dry, put a little wax on it and you could use that transfer over it. And then on this side, we've got our little leaves are falling, autumn is calling. All right, so there's one cute little project. Let me just hit this with the dryer real quick. And y'all, this is just a craft dryer. It's not hot. We do have these available in our store, but they're not, like I said, they're not really hot at all. They're really just a warm air. And that's it. Okay. So, I'm going to set this back here. So cute. Alright. Next, we're going to do our little cutting board. Now, I am going to do just a little bit of, I love the cat. I know, Janice, aren't they so cute? I love this whole tier tray thing, which I love tier trays, y'all. I'm going to use just a little bit of wax on this, okay? Now, you could also paint this. I'm going to leave it this color. I like this color of it. Because my tier tray is black, I think these are going to show up great on mine. You definitely got to get one, Mom. You have definitely room for one. And it's so fun because you can just redo it, you know? Okay, so here's our little tier tray. And on it, our little cutting board, I'm going to do the apple pie. The little apple pie. Isn't that cute? I love the little apple pie. And then, what am I going to do on the other side? I'm going to do pumpkin kisses and harvest wishes. I think, yeah. You can do whatever you want, y'all. Pick whatever you want to do out of this. Make it your own. You can actually pick pieces and parts. Use part of one of the transfers. Use a part of another. I mean, there's so much you could do. So cute. Okay, so there's that one. And then for my little frame, I'm going to use Thanksgiving Blessings. Now I am cutting these apart like this because I want them all to be able to stay on one sheet. So that is what I'm going to put on my little frame. I think that's so pretty. Okay. I got a lot going on over here, y'all. A lot going on. All right. So let's fuzz this one. Okay. Now, I'm just going to do this in Dune, y'all. Dune is, Camel. Camel to me looks like a crust. You know, it looks like a pie crust. So I'm just going to do this in Camel. It's not going to be a ton of color on this part, but that's okay. I'm fine with that. I like the color of the camel. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the camel on this. Now, if I can't see it very well, I may have to come back with something else, because now I'm looking, this camel's about the color of my cutting board. But what I may have to do is just, let me look at it. Let's look at it and see what we think, y'all. I know they are so cute, Janice. I'm actually okay with that. I like that. I know it's hard to see on camera, but I think it's cute. Again, with this being on black, you're going to be able to see it really well. Okay, so let's do that one, and then let's do our little, I'm going to set this over here and let it dry. Let's do our little miniature sign. Okay. And this one says Thanksgiving Blessings. Put a little fuzz on this, y'all. And get it in here. Now, because these transfers, you know, they're bendable. They can go anywhere, anyhow. So, okay. I'm going to use my rust again, y'all. I love this rust. And do the whole thing in rust. Again, you could get, you know, there's some little leaves on here. You could do those in the green. There's many things that you could do. Make it your own. Okay. All right. Look how pretty that is. So when I'm ready to do a little Christmas, now you could also do the back. Okay, don't forget. Any of our boards or our frames, our box frames, any of them, you could do the back as well. So that would be really cute to do. So there's that. And y'all, I'm just putting these in like in a little pan of water down here, just so it will, just so that I can clean it off easier later. All right. I'm just gonna give this just a little quick dry. All right, let me set it back here. Y'all can see I've got my little, my little stuff back here. All right, let me do this, and then we're gonna do the other side. Now this would have been cute, like I said, to paint white, the little cutting board. That would be cute to paint it white and then do this. But I'm fine with this. I think it's cute. Again, it's kind of harder for y'all to see on camera. I can actually see it really well off camera. So, okay. Now, Pumpkin Kisses and Harvest Wishes is the other part I'm going to use on this little cutting board. And I'm going to use some of my yellows. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm going to do a couple of different things. So the pumpkin, I'm going to do my rust. The word pumpkin. I'm going to get colorful with this one. Since the other side's not very colorful, we're going to get colorful with this side. Okay, so there's that. And then kisses, I'm going to do in red, in our candy apple. Hold on, got some fuzz. Okay. Cute, cute. Okay. And then the little ampersand. Is that what it's called? Ampersand? Ampersand? Ampersand. You know, the little and symbol. I'm just going to put white on that. Okay. And then Harvest. We're going to do it in yellow. This is our bumblebee, y'all. Okay. I mean, I've got fuzz all over me. I'm not real sure how. We're going to do our yellow with that. Our bumblebee. This is bumblebee. So it's a bright yellow. Okay. And then wishes. What am I going to do wishes in? Let's see. I think I'll do wishes in green. We're just going to have a whole, just a lot of colors going on, but that's fine. I like it. They're all fall colors, so they'll be good. And put this off. And I'm using Meadow for that color. Meadow is the green I'm using. And I love Meadow. Meadow is a great, maybe when you make the pie again, make the stem white or gray as an accent. Just a thought. I could do that. Yes, Mom. I definitely could. I'll probably go back over it with a little bit of color, like marble it. Maybe like a cherry pie with the red or something. But yeah, that would be cute too, Mom. Hey, Jess. Okay. We're making a tier tray tonight. Okay. So. Now this is going to be a really cute little sign. Hold on. Look at that. How stinking cute is that? That is adorable. I love all those colors. That definitely screams fall. Definitely. Okay. Let me move some of this so that I can get the other ones out. and figure out what I'm not going to use and what I'm going to use. Because we're going to do our little book, and we're also going to do our rolling pin, and then our little cutouts. The cutouts are simple. They're one cutout. Look, Jessica, these are awesome. I love these. This is, so, Chocateur now has a tier tray. And the tier tray, they have everything to go on the tier tray for you to decorate it yourself. And I'm loving it. I love tier trays. Just ask Jim. Yes, it does. It does, Mom. Definitely. Look at that, how cute. So that's the apple pie. I know y'all can't see it very well. And then here is the little sign. Now, again, I'm using my tier tray, so we'll put it together in just a minute. Okay. Let's do our little rolling pin, y'all. Okay? Our little cute little rolling pin. And I think on my rolling pin, I'm going to put on here, I think I'm going to put Autumn Vibes on here, y'all. Autumn Vibes. I think that's cute. There's so many choices on here you could just do. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do Home on this one. That's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to use Autumn Vibes on my book. Your book, your smaller ones go really good. All these smaller ones go really good on this book. You know, this is to simulate a book. So, we'll use that. And I'm going to use this cute one that says Home. This is Home. And it's got the two little leaves out beside it. And I'm going to use pomegranate for my home, and then the meadow for the green. Linda, you are too funny. Okay. I'm telling you, that's what I'm going to send you. Alright, so just like that, it goes on our little mini rolling pin, y'all. Okay? And I'm going to use my pomegranate. So let's wipe this off. It's so much easier if you, I mean, I have a ton of little mini squeegees, but, okay. So, I'm going to use my pomegranate for my home. And you know, this is round, so it's different, but it's not hard. Okay, just like that, and then get your excess off, okay, and put your excess back in your jar, just like that, okay, and then I'm going to use Meadow for my leaves. And y'all see how fast this chalk paste dries up. I mean, these were dry on here, so just be careful. Pomegranate, Linda, or are you talking about the pomegranate? I do too, if that's the one you're talking about. It's such a versatile, I mean, it could be summer or it could be fall. It's just a great color. It's that, you know, it's literally the inside color of a pomegranate. But it's got that maroony color, I guess. I don't know. That would go with the fall as well. So I love it. Love it, love it. I think it's so pretty. Yes, okay. So we have a new color, Linda. It's called Rust. Did you see that one? Did you see the Rust? Rust is amazing. How do you come up with what to put on a tray? You know, I mean, this makes it easy because they're giving you everything to, oh, see that? They're giving you everything to put on a tray, but I'm going to show you kind of how I put one together. I have three. There's that one. You know, they don't, Janice. That's what I was saying. I think that pomegranate is, I don't know if they're going to come back with it, but it's not available right now. That's why I was saying earlier, you know, in the link that I have posted with this, I've just posted our samples that are the fall color samples, and I just kind of used what I had on this, and then you guys could kind of look at the sample colors and you know, use whichever one you wanted. But there's 6 different fall colors in that little pack of the samples, which is a great way to just kind of get it all and not have to buy a complete jar. You know, especially of a color that you may not ever use, or it's not one that you would decorate with. So that's kind of what I like to do. All right, there's our little home. Okay, so let's put that back there, and let's do our book. Okay, I'm leaving the book white. You could it is, Janice, I absolutely love it. I hate that it's gone, but maybe it'll come back. I don't know, maybe. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. On the top of my book, on I'm going to put give thanks. Okay, so we're going to do give thanks with that, and then I'm going to use all these cute little what am I going to do? I'm going to use like fall candles, cozy blankets, all of that, autumn vibes, all that kind of stuff. I think that's what I'm going to use on this one. Now, you could paint this book, you know, whatever color you wanted. If you wanted to paint it black, you want to paint it whatever color, you can paint it whatever color you want. I'm choosing to stay with white because my tier tray is black. The tier tray that comes with this one, or that you actually purchase from our store, is kind of a tan and white. So, you know, you may want to paint your books a different color if you're actually going with that tier tray. I think the white's going to show up better on my black tier tray. So we're going to stay with white on mine. Okay. Now, let's do the top, the give thanks. I'm going to kind of go off to the side because I'm going to put a ribbon down the side of it. I think we're going to do, yeah, we're just going to go right in the middle of this and say give thanks. Just like that. Okay. And the reason I said I'm going off to the side because I want to put a ribbon on this side. Okay. So even my little things going down, my little letters or my little sayings, I'm also going to go off to the side. Okay. So, and these fit perfect, y'all. They fit perfect. Put my tier tray. What kind of chicken? Oh, did you get a tier tray, Janice? Did you get one? You know, I love the little, I was showing them this, that you can, you know, decorate your tier tray on the bottom of it. I love that too. And I may do one of my other ones. This black one is pretty deep. This one is pretty deep. I feel like you wouldn't really see it. If I had a tier tray that was flat, and I do have one upstairs, of course I do, that it would, you would be able to see it. I just feel like that is so deep, you know, the lip is that big. I don't think you would actually see it if I decorated that tier tray with that. But that is so cute that they come out with that. Janice, me either. See, I know, girl, me either. Everything, this right here, I don't love stark white. I'll be honest, I may paint it. I may paint it for tutorial sake. I think it was easier for me to leave it white because I was doing so much, but I'll be honest, I will probably strip this bad boy down and paint it because I'm not a stark white girl either. I'm just not. It may look okay on here, so we're going to see how it looks, but most of the time, I'm an ivory girl. I tend to go the warmers. I'm not a you know, you know, I like the creams and the warm colors, the browns, that kind of thing. So here's what we've got. See how I've kind of went with that? So I've kind of just, you know, they don't have to be in a straight line. I don't want them in a straight line. I feel like nothing in my life is straight. So I'm always crooked with everything, so why do that? All right, so I'm going to go again with these same colors, y'all. This pomegranate, this rust, and I think we're going to do yellow. If you cannot get much more fall than these colors. I mean, if that does not scream fall. Oh, thank you. I don't even know where I got that one. Probably Hobby Lobby, to be honest. That I get a lot of mine from Hobby Lobby, so, or I've gotten mine from Hobby Lobby, so. Okay, so sweater weather. We're gonna do it in this. Hold on, let me move that down a little bit. In the pomegranate. And you know, just we're chalking on, y'all. And then we just take off the excess. Okay, so there's that one. And then let's do the rust next. I'll do the yellow fall candles at the bottom. I mean, I just want to get fuzz everywhere tonight. I don't know what's wrong. Okay. Goodness gracious, Sean, to the fuzz. Alright, here we go. I love these sayings too, y'all. Cozy blanket. I just love it. These are so cute. So cute. Okay. And then the last one will be in my bumblebee. And let's get the fuzz out. Y'all, I keep cleaning it with a baby wipe and it just gets fuzz all up in it. Sorry. Alright. Y'all, let me just tell you, this stuff is forgiving. Okay? It's forgiving. I know, Mom, you do love Stark White. You know, it's funny. It's not that I don't love it. I think that it's I don't know, Mom, I just feel like we never had stark white walls either, though. We always had something on them. I feel like it would have been a little institutional-like, and I don't mean that ugly. I'm just saying, in my mind, I think of a hospital or something like that. When I do white, it's not warm to me. I'm more of your warm colors, you know. I just need. All right, so here we go. There's our fall candles. Cozy blankets. Those are so cute. And then our sweater weather, y'all. Look how pretty those are. I love them. Look, now, I mean, if you want to own that, go ahead, own it. Y'all like that stark white? You know, that's fine. That's fine. You know, maybe y'all are institutionalized. I don't know. Jokes, jokes, jokes. That's my mom and my cousin, y'all. We're good. I can joke with them, I promise. I don't know. There's something with the stark white. It's just not warm to me. My walls are called grage. You know, I do like the grage color. I'm not even a stark gray kind of person. You know, I don't love a stark gray. My comforter on my bed is gray, but it's only because my bed is cream colored. And, yeah. Now, my walls are called elephant skin, so you would think that that would be gray, but they really turned out, I don't know, I can't even explain the way they come up. That was your dad's choice. I love real wood, and to me it stands out. That's true. Oh, so Dad liked the colors. That's funny. I would have never thought that. Okay, y'all, we're gonna do the marble effect on this one. We're gonna do something different on this one right here. I'm going to do all three of these colors. Okay? And we're going to kind of do like a little marble. We're going to attempt it anyway. I always attempt this. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. Sometimes it does good, and sometimes it just don't. So all I do is I dab this around, okay, the different colors. Just dab them around like that. That's funny, Mom, which I know a lot of my decor I get from my mom. My mom is, she likes French country, the flowers, you know, a cottage over in England would be right up our alley, you know, or in France, whatever. I feel like both. But yeah, that would be right up our alley. We would love that. But I have flowers everywhere. I love flowers, y'all. Flowers are amazing. Okay. And then you just take your finger and you kind of just go over it like that. And if you feel like you need a little bit more, just put your finger in some paint, not the same one, and go over it. I'm not real sure how this is going to turn out. I feel like the whole thing's going to look like rust. But I'm okay with that too. We'll see. We shall see. Our first living room was turquoise with black cows. That was his last time. Mom, that is great. I never knew that. That is excellent. My dad, that is so hilarious. That's great. I love it. All right. It did a little bit. You can kind of see some of the yellow. I knew it was too much rust, but that's okay. I'm fine with it. You can see it better in person. A lot of the things that's so hard to see on camera. Okay. So here's our little book. And y'all, you can decorate this book as much as you want, as little as you want. I was just kind of showing y'all some little ideas. I will probably go back and do some more things to this. I like the leaf on this. So what I will probably do is use my leaf and kind of go over the sides. And it turned out good, Linda. You can kind of see like there's some, I don't know, you can see it all in there. And then some yellow out here. I don't know, it's pretty. But what I would probably do is take my leaf and put it off to the, you know, on the side. I'll kind of show y'all because we're about to do the leaves next. I know you remember that, Linda. Was to say, Linda, do you remember Dad's that turquoise and black living room? That's hilarious. I love that that was Dad, what Dad was. Do you not remember it, Linda? That's so funny. So here's what I would do. Just take your leaf and kind of, you know, make sure to wax, but take your leaf and kind of do, you know, off to the side like this and kind of over. Same thing here, and you'll get some leaves on there. Okay, so here's what we've got. Hold on, let me show you. Okay, so fall with, look how cute that is. Okay, and then I have just this cute little jute. Hold on, y'all, it fell. Dang it. Hold on. I mean, my jute done fell off. My jute fell off. Okay, so I just like to take some jute and wrap around it. Just like this. Just a couple of times. Kind of gives it that little rustic little look, y'all. Okay, and then I just like to, I like to do a little knot on this one. Maybe it might have caused you PTSD. I'm just saying, I don't know. I mean, I think it's hilarious that my parents had a turquoise and black living room knowing them the way I know them. That's hilarious. Okay, so I just take some jute, y'all, and then I just do a knot. I don't do a bow. And then I kind of just unravel my jute, okay? So that's what you get. Just a cute little, well, I had it for years, couldn't afford it. Mom, I learn something new every day. I love it, love it. Okay, so that's what we got. All right, so here's what we got so far, y'all. We got our little things, okay? We got that. Got this. Actually, I think we're gonna put the hem up top. Well, next we've got these other things too. Hold on. We'll assemble it just a second. Let me do these 3 things and then we're finished and we will assemble, y'all. So these little cutouts have their own transfer, okay? They fit perfectly on here. So cute. You just put them on there, okay? Fits right on there, just like that, okay? Now you can just do it on there. Now I'm going to do this in, I'm going to do this one in pumpkin. I'm going to do in rust. Yeah, so we'll do this in yellow, y'all. Yeah, we're going to do our leaf in yellow. I think that'll be pretty. It'll show up good. Okay, so these are just, again, little wood cutouts that are, they're designed for this, for the tier tray. Okay, actually, I'm going to do that little stem in brown, so hold on, let me get some brown. Now, these are just fun. I mean, it's just so fun to do. And I'm just getting my chalk paste through the transfer, okay? And, hold on. And I'm going to use just a little bit of this bark, okay? And that is like, I like to call it my chocolate brown pudding color. And I'm going to do my stem in that. And I'm also going to kind of put this around, and we're going to marble this one as well, I've decided. Just like that, that's what I decided to do. Okay. Okay. I just felt like it needed a little bit of something, I don't know. Who knows? We'll see what it looks like. Okay. Ooh, I like that a lot. Look how pretty that turned out. So I just put the yellow on it, and then I put just a little bit of the brown on top of it and kind of just smeared it around. That man could buy me clothes that look like he loved clothes. He always chose. He did. Man, Dad could seriously choose some clothes. He definitely could. All right, let me set this over here, and then I'll draw it in a second. Let's do the pumpkin. I just think that's hilarious, though. I never knew that. That is just amazing. Absolutely amazing. Oh, let me fuzz this just a little bit. Now, this one doesn't have to have a lot of, isn't it, Jana? I love that. I just think that's true fall right there. Doesn't have to have a lot of fuzz, y'all, because this has a lot of silk screen, okay? But I'm going to put just a little so that I can get it off my desk. It gets stuck on my desk. Okay, so I'm going to use rust for this one. And this one kind of has a distressed kind of look, which I think is cool looking. You know, some of our transfers, if you look at them, they have, in the silk screen, have the green areas or the teal colored areas. That would be an area that would not chalk through. So it gives it kind of a distressing look, or a distressed look. And I like that. I think that makes it look I don't know. It just gives it some character and some definition and dimension. And y'all know how I feel about some definition and dimension. Gonna have to have a tear. I know, Mom. You are. And it's so fun to do them and do, you know, like I had one for 4th of July. You know, I have my lemon one, of course, in my corner over there. I kind of keep it until summer's over, y'all. It stresses me out that summer's trying to come on an end on me. I need my summertime. But, anywho, I like to keep my summer stuff as long as I can. Okay, so I'm going to do a little, I'm going to do the little stem in brown, and then the little leaf, the little curly Q leaf off of it in green, just to give it some color. Okay, just a little color. Alright, let's do this in green. Then we'll do our acorn, y'all, and then that's it. We will assemble it. These are so cute. When I got these, I was like a kid on Christmas. I'm just telling you. I really was. I was so stinking excited. Okay. I think this one's going to be very pretty. I love the colors. So here we got it. Okay. See? Isn't that pretty? I mean, that is just perfect. Like perfect. Now the cool thing is you could take this and put it on anything else if you're going to do a picture with any of our other transfers and have yourself a little pumpkin, you know, as a little accent. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. All right, last is our acorn, y'all. A little acorn. Now, again, this one does have these two that's pattern. So you can put a pattern behind anything you wanted to do. All right, let's turn this over. And I'm going to do the top in the camel and the bottom in the bark. Yes, let's see. Did I get it on there? It can be a little tricky. There we go. Okay. Now again, there's a lot of silk screen on this one as well, so I should have fuzzed it just a little just to get it off, but it fits on it perfect, okay? And again, bark and camel. I'm going to do the bottom part in the bark and the top part in camel. Make it look like a little chestnut. There is something that was, I can't remember now what it was, but like at Dollar Tree and stuff. What was it? And I was like, oh, mushrooms, y'all. Mushrooms now they're including in your fall, you know, in your fall stuff, mushrooms. In fact, on our fall minis, y'all, these are our fall minis that you can do. Look at that mushroom right there. Is that a thing? Is that when mushrooms come out or something? Is the fall when the mushrooms... I mean, I see mushrooms all year long. I'm confused. I thought mushrooms just came out any old time, y'all. I didn't know that was a fall thing. I didn't know. I did not know. So, listen, if y'all are just hopping on, hit the heart button. Type in the word tray. I will send you guys some information on how to make your own tier tray stuff. And also, if you comment again on my lives, you know, I put your name in the bucket for Happy Mail. And I send out Happy Mail every week. Okay. Alright. So there's that one. Let me move some of this stuff so that we can put this tier tray together. I mean, I have stuff everywhere, literally. I mean, my crafting space looks like, you know, a hoarder. And if y'all know me, that's really stressful. I get rid of everything. I'm terrible, y'all. If I haven't used it in like a month, bye, it's gone. I'm horrible about that kind of stuff. Not one of my crafts and stuff, though. I'm terrible. Okay, so here we go. They're cute. Oh, Linda, you have got no sense, I swear. Listen, there's some people on here that's gotten Happy Meal from me. I promise. Okay, let me dry these so that I don't get them everywhere, and then we can put these on our tier trays, y'all. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. I know this is a long one. I knew it would be. You know, if you had to stop, hopefully you'll go watch the replay and finish watching it. This one, but I was excited to do it. I wanted to do it, and we did it. I just want to make sure this is dry. I don't want to mess it up. They're so stinking cute. See, Janice, Linda. See what Janice says? See? Told ya. And Natalie done said she got hers. She was super excited. I told you, Linda, don't worry. I'm going to send you a picture of me. You're going to get your Happy Meal. I'm going to send you an 8x10. I'm going to smile like that. Janice is my friend, but I mean, I met her on here. Like, Janice is, I met her through here. But I'm going to consider her my friend still. But, I mean, you know. You're so crazy. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. Alright. Now listen, y'all. This tier tray is quite large. Okay? Woo. Okay, quite large. So here's what I like to do. I've got these cute little picks that I picked up. These are from the Dollar Tree. They've got some cute stuff this year, y'all. Some fall stuff. And they're, my Dollar Trees are, they're being a little wild with it. They're putting like one thing out at a time. One thing out at a time. You talk about sticks. Yeah, we do. We have to. Alright, let me cut this, y'all. Okay. So, this is just a little, like I said, a little pumpkin. It's a pick, you know, from the Dollar Tree. Okay. This is how you assemble one. Okay. There's no rhyme or reason. You do it and you continue just to put stuff together. You, that's just all you do. I got this cute little candle the other day at the Dollar General. Okay. So it's just a little pumpkin candle. Alright, we're going to use our little cute little sign here. Now, the cool thing about this little sign is you're going to be able to see it all the way around, okay? You'll be able to see that side, and then you'll be able to see the apples with the fresh on it. I think that's really cute. Let's use that side. Okay. And then we've got our little Thanksgiving blessing. Let's put that there. Let's do this behind here. Now remember, when you're putting a tier tray together, a tier tray is meant to see all around, okay? So mine sits in my, well, one of them sits in my, my island. It sits on my island. So you walk around it, okay? You see everything when you walk around it. So these are going to be down in here, but the way that I have mine set up, you actually can see it, you know, because you walk around it. And it's just harder to explain what I'm saying. It's hard, y'all. Trying to figure it out. Okay, so let's put this here. We're going to prop him up right there. And I'm going to turn it around so y'all can see everything. But I'm going to cut off just a few of these flowers. And then a few of these little leaves. We're just going to pull some of these leaves off. And y'all don't mind my little clip in the back of my head. I forgot I had it in there. Okay, so here's what I do. We're going to just put these up here like this. Okay, give that a little something there. Let's put that there. Okay, and then put those there. And then our little orange flowers, we're going to come down here with. Now, again, it's a little difficult to kind of do this as you're, you know, on here because you can't really see everything. But that's okay. I'm going to show you. Let's put them against here, just like that. And we're going to put this one up here. Okay, like that. Now, you could do much, much more. See, it's just going to be so hard for me to show y'all, but hopefully you can see it. Wait, what? I'm like, what are you making? Oh! No, Jim's not making anything. Look, not making anything. I'm making a tier tray like... Okay, can y'all see it? I'm being real slow, okay? A tier tray is a... you know, a hodgepodge of stuff that you're putting together, and you keep messing with it and you keep doing it. But the cool thing is all the little things that I have made are all for your tier tray, and then you can just add all your little stuff to it. So that's it, y'all. I know it was long. Thank y'all for hanging out with me, hanging in there. Go grab yours, y'all. This is stinking cute. You could do this for all, you know, like I said, you could change this all over to Christmas as well, just as easy. Even to me, even like the acorns, the leaves, and the pumpkin, I will change to a gourd or whatever for Christmas. I don't care. I will Christmasify it in a minute. Hodgepodge of cuteness. That's right, Mom. That's right. So that's it, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. I will see y'all tomorrow night for a fun, it won't be as long, little project I've got for y'all. We're gonna do some Mod Podging tomorrow night. Not some hodgepodging, but some Mod Podging. See y'all.